Our ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists on the chiral network. Now, we don't know the first thing about Emily's status or what Higgs is up to. Now, that's a concern for us as much as you. But we won't know more until we get to Edge Knot City. And that means connecting this region first. You should start with the geologist and the paleontologist. The latter's holding something for the Evo-Devo biologist, so I recommend you save her for last. That way, you can finish a delivery and link up the final site in one go. Once all three are on the grid, come back here. Then we can get to work on the replacement for that lost way station.
So I'm just... I'm talking? Okay, stop talking. John... Don't know why I didn't do this sooner. I'm just putting... Also, I should spray this. That cone's loud, but I just needed one. I didn't really need too much. I probably should have done it last time. Because I thought like, oh, like 10 would last me like 2 days, and I was kind of... Well, I did overdo it. But I just needed one. I don't need a lot. Okay, just so we can start knocking shit over. Honestly, not buying a cart now was a ripoff. I mean, it always kind of was, but now especially it is. Okay, this seems good, so I'm just gonna take a wire. Let me get back to my story now that John's done yapping. Let me find where's my other slide at? There it is. Okay.
Thermal. In.
Wait, is this out the way? I forgot to do this. this like at least third time, so I'm just getting this out the way now.
Thank you for your
There we go. And which one was botherable?
Thank you for your contribution.
A geologist of ours has been studying fossils as part of his research into prehistoric extinction events. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination. No doubt the result of excessive exposure to chiralium during the dig. Until the site is properly decontaminated, his work can't proceed. Nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
The stratum the team was investigating dates from the end of the Cretaceous period, the time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth. It's the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable. Can you guess what it was? A fossil beach. If that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery. Therefore, Sam, it is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents as soon as possible.
Order assigned.
Love the Gordon class through this one.
Keep on keeping on.
all about the lake. How the attack that created it changed his life forever. Not only did he lose his family, he very nearly lost himself. For 21 minutes, he was in a state of cardiopulmonary arrest. Under normal circumstances, he would have died. Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his Doom's abilities seem to have increased. And now he takes every opportunity to walk the beach in search of his family.
My apologies, Sam.
I was, yeah, before it was
Came
more
all this
like
way
the
to
first
visit
time
me,
to do
but I
was like
neglected to
3,000
give
per
you a
down
proper
because I've
farewell.
reloaded this a couple
Do
times.
be careful out there. As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories
So I
of
ended up
death,
trimming that part anyway,
extinction.
so I do it like after the
It
water.
should come as no surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently. Perhaps you recall the models in my lab? Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose they must have struck you as strange, considering the many times you've come face to face with the real McCoy.
I think now I get to my story, so we'll talk about the one that's I guess like more awkward to talk about first, because if I notice if I wait to talk about the wrong stuff, I end up getting like bragging on it way too long. So let me light my glass a bit before we get into this. So the first one was I got into contact with someone that I kind of not like it was pretty much a spat, but it was also like a. But it was kind of like a miscommunication. It was miscommunication, but also kind of like, I don't know, like I mean, she said firstly I should have been more patient to understand that like I want to talk about it because, like, you know, pretty much the long story short of it is that I was friends with someone for like 11 years, and like we got all cool, like we were all cool in a group, like I recognized that group quickly. I think it was like, honestly, my first like inkling of it was in college. Like I recognized him to a party. He's got like a giver. Like he wasn't. Like, when he was with me, like we would like joke around, and fuck around and stuff. But like when we're around people, like it's kind of like he kept trying to impress other people, and either he would walk me in the story, or try to be like kind of like underhand talk about him, like as like a fucking like felon or some shit. And I'm like I guess what the fuck is up with you, like. You would just see like weird shit towards me. And so,
let's get this shit up.
it kind of came to a head when the last time we talked was because pretty much we got into disagreement. At first it was a Saints Row. Fuck. First, it was a Saints Row game, that was a cool game. We finally stopped talking. So I just fucking like to get some talking and stuff. It's pretty much while we were talking, me and her, we kind of I would say the argument was more just like the energy was weird. Like I was in the bad mood, she was in the bad mood. And so during that, like we were talking, and pretty much she added him to the call. I didn't want that. I got very pissed. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? But at the same time, I kind of get it, because pretty much every time she asked me about it, I gave like a neutral. Like, I guess I gave a neutral, like, nah, I'm chilling. I don't talk about it, but I guess it's like, she also admitted that, yeah, like, I kind of said it, but it was like a, you know, me trying to be a neutral person, I was trying to throw it under the bus. Like, yeah, like, I was kind of, like, it's like, yeah, I was kind of like, I didn't directly say I didn't want to go, but I did kind of say I didn't want to talk the situation anymore. So I kind of understand that for like, where the wires got crossed there. So, like, yeah, when she added it, I got very pissed off. What the fuck? Because, like, I didn't want her to talk to him at all. Because it was like, at the time, it's like, I wanted him to come talk to me, not that, like, I had to reach out. Because, again, I didn't really do anything wrong. I reached you in a poker game that we had no bet song. Like, fucking Saints Row 3, like, I got salty. So it's like, I didn't really do anything wrong here. You could have changed the game legit. And it really was a small side stream, but it's like not like if I can like I told him if you don't want to play this, you can play something else. Okay, like I said like maybe 3 or 4 times every stream. You can play something else every stream, just like call our names, like nah, like just spread it. So it's kinda like I gave him an opportunity to end the shit, bring him such a game, there was no reason to get all pissy. But yeah, look, we talked got up to bed, and just kind of like what was kind of funny is that she told me that she expected him to reach out to me before she reached out to me because we didn't really talk for a couple months. But now, like, pretty much, he just left me really silent. I was like, fuck it, dude, like, I didn't want to see. I was like in a petty way, but more just like, I don't really want to see what you deal with if we're not talking. Like, you clearly tell you have time to talk, but you're choosing not to. It's like, not you're my girlfriend, like that, but it's like, dude, it's like, looking, this was in March. In March, you pulled this bullshit. You can't even say anything to me about it since then. So, for me, I was like, yeah, this ain't worth the time. So that was like a little bit awkward. It was like, kind of like awkwardly, kind of like, I kind of tell that we both, oh fuck. We both were kind of nervous to talk about it. Shit. This letter sucks. Shit. Okay. Shit. Let me just dismantle this ladder. So... But yeah, so we got up good. We just played some rivals. We played some like this weird picto chat kind of thing. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, we got up to it was like a little bit awkward, but also kind of like
Let's get him.
it was nice. I can also kind of tell she kind of like her own thing going on. So, but yeah, it was cool. We reconnected. It wasn't like a Hallmark card kind of moment, but like it was at least like, you know, it always felt kind of awkward of like we got into a spat because of someone else. That always felt kind of awkward because we didn't really have a problem with both of us. So that kind of felt weird. But yeah, like at least in a way it's like, it's like I'm not exactly happy, but mostly not exactly upset, because she also was like, oh, like I kind of wish I saw something sooner, but I didn't know how. So it's kind of like, oh, so you kind of knew you really well, you just didn't want to. Or I was kind of talking it up to her being Latina, and I'm not trying to be an asshole, I'm Latino, so like I'm guilty of the same shit sometimes too, but it's like, you blocked me, you kind of cut off all ties to be able to communicate to you, so I would have talked to you, but you kind of didn't give me there wasn't a way to do it.
Stretched it too far.
This wire keeps fucking breaking. It's like it's a half-out, like it's like I'm cool with it. I do gotta wish we didn't spend so much like time not talking about me. Like, I'm not really. It's not really in me to hold a grudge anymore. I just don't really have that in me. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, if we both admit that we were wrong, then it's like fine. I'd rather that than what the situation is, where like either we pretend nothing happened, or we just pretend that she was okay. We both admitted that yeah, we both kind of handled it wrong. Like I definitely blew up, like I knew that, but it was mainly because like if I recognized it now, I blew up mainly because of my feelings towards my friend, but like not in like a weird sense, but in the sense of like, I was like, really man, like you're gonna cut me off over some shit like after 11 years of us knowing each other. But then it's like when I took my feelings out of it, it's like logically it's like, yeah, like we don't really have any ties besides each other, and it's like if you clearly don't fuck with me, there's no point in us continuing this. So it's kind of like, I'm not sure if it's like cold or so like clinical about it, but it's just like like our only tie is each other, so if that tie doesn't work, or you just see the tie not as worth maintaining, then why the fuck am I gonna really be around you, especially with like all his problems are about he can't speak up for himself, or he can't like address feeling anything. Because like you let anyone else walk on you, legit, like he lets fucking his coworkers walk on him, it's like quote unquote friend who isn't really his friend, is just someone that like just drags him along to shit. Let them walk on you, but because I didn't even really question, I was more just like, okay, so what do you want to do then? Actually a direct question and he couldn't answer, so he decided just to like dip off and then ignore me. Like that's some female shit. Like, I don't mean to be rude, but that's some like your girlfriend is mad you're like kissing someone else kind of fucking. It's not like fucking between two guys that have been friends for like almost a decade. That's to me that's just weird as fuck. So it kind of like brought me back to that spot, but at the same time it's like I don't know. It's like even though some people around me won't admit it, I know for myself that like I've made a lot of progress. I did it before, like I would be trying to like I wouldn't be able to let that go, or I'd keep trying to like find answers. Is this repairing or is it not repairing? I don't know if it's repairing or not. Shit. get repaired. So, guys, like, at least I know, the people around me don't want to admit or read my thoughts, but I know I've came a long way since then, because I feel like you'd still be mad, or are you trying to find an answer, I don't want to confront them, but it's like, no, I'm just like, you gave me your answer. So I don't really need to stress about, like, if I feel bad about it, or I should feel right about it. I don't have to worry about it. You kind of already gave me your answer. So that's the, like, I guess, like, uncomfortable. So I'm gonna talk about the, like, one that's kind of funny after we do the because this is where I stopped last time, so I just want to make sure we get this delivery done.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Wait, did I leave my other stuff in Hartman's place? This is too far from some cargo. I don't know. I got all I had here, unless it was up front of him. I don't remember. Oops, whatever. Let's just make the delivery.
Delivering cargo.
Freeman shades on.
Sam Bridges. Oh, thank God for that. I was worried you might not get here in time, but then I've done nothing but worry of late. I've been haunted by those visions you Doom sufferers see. That end of day stuff. I put the nightmares down to fatigue. The possibility of chiral contamination never even occurred to me. It's just lucky we caught it before the suicidal stage. Dying's not an option. My research is nowhere near complete. It's not just my life you're saving here. It's my life's work. I started to wonder if I'd ever see these meds. I guess you really are good at what you do, huh? Thank you. Oh, yes. Right then. If you'd do the honors.
So we're somewhere west of Texas. I don't know where. Why does he look like that? Okay. That was the most like white people. I don't want to take this photo of. I have to take this photo. Face he made.
And just like that, I'm part of the UCA, with access to a treasure trove of historical research materials. Studying this fossil beach should be a good deal easier now, assuming I can prove once for all that that's what it is. Honestly, though, I'm just excited I can finally share these findings with everyone. Can you believe I found chiral deposits in strata dating back 65.5 million years? Evidence of an ancient death stranding.
Chiral matter has existed on Earth since long before the dawn of man. This stratum is proof of that. Look at this, Sam. Do you see that black fissure there? We believe this is the source of the Chiralian readings. In the distant past, earthquakes cause frictional melting along fault lines, producing layers of what is known as pseudotachylite. We call these layers fossil earthquakes. Extending the principle, our fissure here is what one might term a fossil beach. The presence of chiralium in this of all strata cannot be a mere coincidence. It strongly suggests that beaches must have appeared during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. And not just then. The chiral network has recovered data suggesting that similar fossil beaches were discovered in strata corresponding to other extinction events too. That would seem to indicate the Big Five and all other major extinctions were accompanied by the appearance of beaches. In expanding the chiral network, you've helped us glimpse a pattern in these scattered points of data. You've furthered our individual research projects and ensured that it is only a matter of time before we recover all we have lost and solve every mystery that remains. But this is only the beginning. See this through, Sam, and there's no telling what we might learn.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Might as well tackle these things. Okay, fabricate equipment, let's just get through these. Take ours. Wait, so...
Thank you for your contribution.
Fuck, I have to go back to Harmon's lab. Shit. Damn it. Wait, this gives me like...
Thank you! Kindly!
That's luck.
So... Oh wait, can I do the whole... Can I put this here?
Weapons restrictions lifted.
No can do, Sam. Structures can't be built that close together.
Whatever, I'm just checking.
You'll need to settle for a different spot outside the sensor ring.
Is there any zip lines here? Not fucking really. I think I gotta go back the way I came. Where's this generator up? This is the farthest I've gotten. It's taking me like 3 attempts to get here. Not because it was hard, just because it just kept happening. That's fine.
Beginning scan.
Now that I got that subject kind of out the way.
Verifying
So
ID. Clear. Weapons detected.
the
All weapons will be locked. All clear. Welcome. Weapons restrictions lifted.
where can I put this? Just like right here. Okay, I needed somewhere where it's like low enough to where you can go get it, but high enough to where it makes sense to even have here. Just right here. I'll use this to make some more pieces. The second story thing is someone I'm cool with. He's saying like, oh, like, do you know, we'll just call her S. Like, do you know S? I'm like, yeah, why? He's like, did you sleep with her? I'm like, why are you asking me that? It's like, oh, like, I brought you up, and that's how she described you. I'm like, what? I'm like, what was the context of the conversation? And he tells me, what is it? Here it is. It was, we were talking about who we saw from the high recently. And I mentioned you. And that's what she said. And I'm like, really? Yeah, all she said was, my name, that guy from the high, used to hang with, we'll just call him Jay. And then she's like, oh, like, then I showed her your Insta. And she's like, yeah, that's him. Hooked up with him. The reason why that confused me, because I was like, what the f, is because, that was like my freshman year of college. I don't even really remember much of what happened my freshman year of college, which was a lot about that, but I don't remember a lot about it. So, there's that. And, I think we hooked up like twice, and then pretty much she just kind of like ghosted me, and I put two and two together like from her Instagram that she got either she got back with her ex or dated a new guy. So yeah, she kind of like pretty much left me out the loop after that. So I was just confused. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know why she like. I thought she would use that any other way, like, oh, like that's the guy I knew from the high, or that's that pale Hispanic, or I don't know. I feel like there's other ways to describe me about that. I mean, I'm not mad at it. It's not like she's like. Not like she's ugly or anything. I'm just like confused. Why she, out of everything, why did she use that to describe me? But I don't know. So yeah, that just threw me. This happened when I was playing Deadlock. That just confused the shit. I mean, like, huh? I'm like, what? That was a while ago. That was like 2018. That was a long ass time ago. At least for me, that shit's a long time ago. I think she's still with that guy currently, so that's what kind of confuses me. Like, why did she use that? But I guess I don't know. It's like a fuck if I know. I guess that means I did a good job. I don't know. Yeah, to me that was. I'd rather bring up the awkward part first, so that way we can just, you can just power through it. I guess. I was kind of reckless. I mean, I feel like a lot of people have like hope. If anything, I don't know, I feel like I calmed down a bit during college. I was more reckless my senior year. Well, mainly because I guess we're gonna trauma dump a little bit. I mean, it already happened, so pretty much I was dating this girl throughout my entire junior year, and we pretty much broke up with the first semester of senior year. But the way it happened was like very messy. And like I said, I don't try to demonize anyone, but I'll just put the cards on the table. I unblocked someone that she didn't tell me she blocked, and then she got upset at me for it because she's like, oh, like, why'd you block her? Because I was confused why you blocked her, you didn't tell me why. And realizing it was because she was cute, so she didn't like that. but she didn't tell me. If she told me, then I would have just blocked her myself, or I would just unadd her. It was strange that you just did that, and then you didn't tell me. So yeah, I'm just gonna unadd her because I was confused why it happened. So that happened. We were broken up for about 2 weeks, and then she dates one of my friends, who I wouldn't even really say was my friend. It was more just like someone I knew in my group, and I just kind of tolerated because he was cool with everyone else. So yeah, that kind of fucked me up a bit because that was supposed to be my quote-unquote first love. So yeah, I kind of started acting reckless throughout my senior year and then a bit of freshman year, but I got calmed down mainly because of like when it was 2 reasons, because I saw a lot of people having kids and I saw that whole like someone like legit someone was like a fucking like patient zero. They spread around crabs, and crabs doesn't go away. Like, you have crabs for life, and they just spread that shit around. Like, it was like 200, 300 cases, and I was like, Jesus Christ. So yeah, I kind of just like, I was already wearing a helmet, but then I just started like, I started being way more cautious with that. So like, I don't know, I feel like my numbers aren't that high compared. I mean, I'm in the double digits like body wise. I'm not gonna give an exact number. I know the number, but I'm just not gonna say it. But in college, I think I got 5 to 6, which I guess that's kind of a lot. But I don't know. It's like, I hear stories of some people just being like, "Hey, I'm trying to fuck everyone on my dorm floor." I was never on that level. Then again, I never dormed either. But like, I was never on some shit like that where I'm just like, okay, like I just wanna. I was horned up, but I wasn't that horned up. So I don't know. I think it's more those two things. The whole pregnancy thing. I just saw like how some people were just getting burned. I know someone that got chlamydia, which I don't even know who the fuck he fucked to get that. He was from Rolling Loud. Yeah, he got chlamydia from fucking Rolling Loud. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know who the fuck went there, but like I said, I just started hearing too many things, people getting burnt. So I just started like, I'm like, you know what? Let me just try to keep my dick in my pants. I mean, I guess you could say I kind of like failed successfully because I kind of didn't, but at least I didn't get burned throughout the process of it. So yeah, no, that shit. It's like, at least I remember. I remember like some parties I went to, some girls like, I don't even remember. I'm like, like, does that matter? I'm like, oh no, it doesn't matter. Back in my head, I'm like, okay, yeah, you definitely have a past that like, we might mess around, but I'm not taking you seriously. That's kind of like, I don't mean to be like judgmental, but I'm just like, if you don't even remember how many guys are in you, I don't know. I feel like as a guy, I feel like you can kind of forget. But as a girl, you forget? I don't know. I don't know. And like, I'm not judging either. It's like, it was a Brazilian girl, but yeah, like, there was like, we legit, like, I got her number one day, we planned to hang out 2 days later, and then same day, just, you know, so. Actually, no, I'm lying. It was, I got her number, then the next day we hung out, and then that. Now I remember. So it was just like, I'm not judging, but it's more just like I remember the number. I'm in the high double digits. I'm not in 20s, but I'm in the high double digits. So I'll just put it like that. But, you know, doing challenge your body is just like a, I don't know, I feel like if I was a girl, I feel like I'd remember that. Like, honestly, I don't remember every girl. I remember a majority of them. I don't remember each one because, like I said, it was only like I had in my face as much as everyone else, but I at least have a good idea. She didn't even really have an idea. I'm like, ugh. I don't know. Yeah, I just didn't take her seriously past that. I mean, she showed me other reasons to not take her seriously. It wasn't just that, but that definitely was like my first like warning sign. I'm like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't really take you that seriously.
Thank you for your contribution.
Let's see, I gotta scale this mountain.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
I should probably take the bike with me, right? Because I'm gonna have to keep making more of these things, don't I?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked.
Up to 27, I haven't even kissed anyone. Damn, Reese, you just gotta call me a man-or.
Weapons
But...
restrictions lifted.
About it's like a. My advice would be like you don't really have to rush into it. It's more just like if you feel comfortable, you feel comfortable. Like, you shouldn't really. Yeah, but it's like a. I feel like it's better to be like, hey, I felt uncomfortable. I didn't want to do anything, versus like, oh, I just did things to be a people pleaser. I feel like that's. I didn't do it for people pleasing. I did it because I wanted to. But that's like, I don't know, sometimes I hear that story of like, oh, like I wanted to say no, but I couldn't. I'm just like, what do you mean by that? And then I ask more questions, I'm like, oh, so like, you didn't want to, but you felt like you'd be upset if you didn't say yes, so you just said yes. So I feel like that's kind of, it's like, it's not a bad answer, but it's also not a good answer either. I think I might have put the zipline in the wrong place. Fuck me, it was a... But yeah, no, it's like I feel like this is my experience. I feel like it's better to like find someone you want to do that stuff with, and then like experiment with it versus like testing it out with you. Because there's obviously like awkward moments, and you know, everyone's different. Everyone has different like tastes, different like things that get water. You know, everyone's different. So, I feel a little bit like a sinner now, and I feel like the born again Christian around a bunch of nuns. But I mean, like, here's what it is. At least I can say everyone else was consensual. I'm not trying to sound like that guy, but like, yeah, I don't really think for it. Is like if we want to do it, usually the girl was already kind of on board before like even I even think about it. So like, I'm not trying to be like that guy, but it's just like a, you know, there's no allegations against me. At least I can say that confidence. Some people can't say that. So. Oh wait, what? I don't have enough bandwidth? Oh, you bitch. Are you serious? Really? I don't have enough bandwidth for 2 fucking ziplines? Damn. I do have to activate these other ones. That's unfortunate. Damn. Well, at least I can go back the way I can. At least I think so. People ask if I haven't really wanted to. I'm not asexual, but I just haven't had the want to. I mean, that's fair enough. I've met some asexual people, so it's kind of like a. So like, I'm not really judging. I base a lot of things off of people's energy, or at least like when it comes to that, like I base it off of like how we interact unless they're violent. I don't really like, you know, obviously I get in the mood as much as everyone else, but like it's like if, say like let's say I hang out with someone and like they're cold towards me, like, you know, they don't really want to get near me, or they don't want to like, maybe like they're like sitting on the edge of the bed, or like they're trying to like keep distance. I'm like, okay, like I'm not really gonna make a move because all your body language is telling me that you don't want to. And usually that's like a good thing. There's been like maybe 1 or 2 cases where someone's been like, oh, like why didn't you make a move? And I'm just like, I don't know. It kind of seemed like you didn't want to be around me. For me, like it's less. I'd rather be safe and not have like a case against me versus like. Hey, but I'd rather be safe and disappoint someone and then we figure it out later versus like having pending cases around me. how I see it. Yeah, worst case, I think. Worst case, I think, like a peck. I think that was like kindergarten. It was on a school trip, and I think I was either in I think I was either like in primary school, like, you know, pre-K to kindergarten, or the fuck, or middle school, and we went to a wax museum, and like, it's kind of funny because it feels like even as a kid I kind of had a type, but I wouldn't say a type, but I kind of like, I don't know, I just, fucking sliding. I kind of just had like, I don't know, appreciation, whatever the fuck it is. Pretty much, we went to New York for this wax museum, and like, someone, I think either from like a school from New York or somewhere like a different school, I don't remember exactly, but like we got along because I brought along like one of my Spidey comics because I wanted to read something on the bus ride, and she was wearing like a Spider-Man shirt, so we kind of instantly started talking. And mind you, we were like, I don't know, like 8, 9, or 10 or some shit. But I remember because it was like, I guess that was like the first thing in my brain. It was like, oh, neuron activated. You have a thing for Spider-Man. But she had like really curly hair, like in like a ponytail. She had a beauty mark, kind of like mine, but like way bigger. And she had like light brown eyes. Like my eyes, unless like there's a direct light on it, you can't really tell my eyes are brown. My eyes don't, like, it almost looks like I don't even have an iris. So yeah, so like towards it kind of happened on accident, where like we both were like shifting to like go to see another thing, and we kind of just did it, and then I was like, oh well, I didn't mean to do that. She's like, oh, like, would you want to do it again? And I'm like, and I just answered by kissing her. That was like when I was like a tyke. Yeah, but I was like really shy with the girls from my school. I think it was just because of the whole like, oh, it's a field trip. If I fuck up, I don't really have to deal with it kind of thing. So that was like my peck. That was like somewhere between like 8 or 10. I think my first makeout was when I was 14 or 15. And then it was with an older girl, and I remember, yeah, I was 14 or 15, and she was either 17 or 16. Eesh. I haven't thought about that in a while. Oh, but I didn't have a phone, so I never talked to her again. Just gotta wear her ways, and I think I had her on like fucking Pop-Tropica, but we never really like followed up from that. That's how fucking young we're. Pop-Tropica. I don't even remember what the fuck my Pop-Tropica name was.
Begin scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Keep on keeping on.
Okay, let's see. Was she your skin? No, she was like, she wasn't exactly like brown skin, but she wasn't like light skin either. She was like definitely like, I think if you saw her, you would have thought she was either like, I don't know, Dominican or Mexican kind of thing. I guess you could say like macchiato colored if you want to, like, or like latte colored about. I gotta go. Gotta deliver a fucking bomb, dude. Why does the paleontologist want a bomb?
Listen up, Sam. For this run, you'll be transporting an
Okay, so
antimatter
good.
bomb. A Bridges paleontologist working on a dig says he needs it.
Why does he need a bomb?
Apparently, the fossils he wants to study are buried deep beneath tar, and the only way he can get to them is by blowing it wide open. Now, hopefully I don't need to tell you to be extra careful when handling high-yield explosives, but in case I do, make sure you keep that container in one piece.
One
no
Piece,
matter what.
Luffy. No, I'm joking. Okay. Another one of these in case.
Sam, I'm sure you haven't forgotten, but you need to be extremely careful with that. Any irregular...
Nah. Anyway, load onto carrier. Carry on back. Just this.
Order assigned.
Bomb delivery, man.
Keep on keeping up. Keep on keeping up. Keep on keeping up.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Whoa, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's mama. Is it Bonello Corella? Why is she touching her face?
Today's a good day. There we go.
Got a pistol out of here. like a grenade will do it. So it wouldn't go down. Lost my other weapon.
Construction complete.
That's the first time I've seen one on fire that wouldn't. It's like I don't think I did trouble getting behind it, but that'd feel like a bad. I usually don't want to get near the bosses at all. So that's why I'm like, I don't think I should do that. And that's why even when I got like a little bit close, I started doing that shit. Hopefully this doesn't. Oh fuck. Something tells me I should put this on my back if I'm gonna do this. I guess I did confirm. I thought I didn't confirm. Shit. Yeah. I do have enough space. I don't think I have enough space. Do I? I don't think I do. Let's leave those here. Just put a second one in case. Shit, some more BTs. Carol Nurse. Eesh. Take her up too, yeah, bring her there. Fuck.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
There's your fucking bomb. I only have to carry it through a nest of demons, but
Delivering
there's your
cargo.
bomb.
Much appreciated, friend. Thanks to you, we can finally move ahead with the dig. I swear, this place is bad enough without having to worry about getting asphyxiated. Not that I need to tell you. You did it after all, though I can't for the life of me imagine how. You can set up the chiral network while I work.
Oxygen mask. I got a new grenade.
Anyway, as it turns out, Sam Bridges, I have a favor to ask. A local porter was on his way here with something very valuable, but dropped it en route. It's a 200-million-year-old ammonite, which looks, he says, almost as if it were still alive. He apparently stumbled across it in a boulder field which had previously been hidden beneath a glacier, but that's not the half of it. The man claims this ammonite has an umbilical cord. An umbilical cord. Color me skeptical, but the specimen merits study, and I wasn't about to leave such delicate work to an amateur. So I asked him to carve out the whole surrounding chunk of rock and bring it here to me. Naturally, I wanted to compare it with contemporary specimens in the vicinity, which is why I had him excavate a number of those in addition to the one he told me about. But what does the dumb fuck go and do? He loses the whole shipment. Didn't even have the good sense to mark which container had the ammonite with the umbilical cord. The cargo was supposedly lost in the area to the southwest, where toxic gases have a tendency to build up. Old Mr. Reliable claims his cargo scanner is broken, and there's no way he can recover the shipment. But you could track it down. To protect you against the fumes, I'll provide you with an oxygen mask. Just to be safe. You can pick it up when you accept the order.
That fossil could represent an epical discovery. While there are examples of viviparous fish, an ammonite with an umbilical cord is unheard of. And if it is indeed 200 million years old, it would also correspond with the end of Triassic extinction, another one of the big five. Could the umbilical cord be connected to the beach? We must recover that cargo at all costs. It could provide a vital clue to the mechanisms underpinning the Death Stranding. We're so close. So very, very close to grasping the true nature of the phenomenon. Hurry, Sam. We cannot risk that ammonite being lost.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal.
An oxygen mask, huh? Good idea. It'll filtrate the air and keep you breathing normally. In addition to protecting you from toxic gases, it'll also help to reduce fatigue from strenuous activity, making it easier to keep your balance. If it didn't have a limited battery life, I'd tell you to keep it on the whole time. But it does, so don't.
Already have one. Damn it. Wouldn't have made it.
pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Yeah, seems your man.
Safe travels.
maybe it's in the chiral now? Or chandelier? So much.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Have a pleasant journey. Cargo.
Ah, you found it. Let me see. I have to see it. Oh my. It really is immaculately preserved. Uncannily even. Thanks for bringing in that lost shipment, Sam. And yes, it did indeed include an ammonite with a bona fide umbilical cord attached. I've already sent some images and a preliminary analysis to Hartman via the network. Interestingly, it seems the surrounding strata contain traces of tar, which lines up with one of his theories. Anyway, I know you only just brought this ammonite here, but I'd like you to deliver it to a colleague of mine, an Evo-Devo biologist. Lately, she's taken an interest in the tar, and I think she'd be eager to examine this particular specimen.
It's quite remarkable, and that's to your credit. To clarify, she has been studying how the tar may have influenced the development of various organisms. Accordingly, I would ask that you also recover the tar collectors deployed near her shelter and deliver them along with the ammonite. It would be too dangerous for her to attempt to retrieve them herself, which is why we must impose upon you. By aiding her research, we may yet inch closer to unraveling the secrets of the Death Stranding. We've already made so much progress with the data recovered by the network. With your continued help, I know we can accomplish even more.
Good work. New. Order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Okay.
Deploying autonomous delivery bot. Have a pleasant journey.
I'll let you know if I need anything else.
Weapons restrictions lifted. ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter-Bridges. Weapons restrictions lifted. Safe travels. Delivering cargo.
Hey there!
Your work is greatly appreciated, Sam.
Sam, got a favor to ask. If you could bring some cargo back to Capital Knot City from the distribution center out west, it'd be great. Earn a good eval and you might even get more than your usual reward. What do you say? Feel like challenging yourself?
Not fucking really, do you look down on yourself, John?
You okay?
Yeah, I do like that silver though.
Right in the face.
Called it. I ain't gonna do that shit. Shit.
Sorry about the mess. I got caught in the rain. Oops. Didn't mean to give you a shower. Tried waiting it out, but when I checked the time... I'm sorry. Should have come sooner. I got rain in my eyes. Just give me a minute.
Safe travels. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Have a pleasant journey.
I'll take this. I don't need this. I thought I needed to bring all 5, but no, I don't need this stuff.
Thank you for your contribution.
Oh wait, 20's clip. Let me just bring this thing. I think I need 4, if not I'll just drop it.
Have a pleasant journey.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you. Kindly.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Strips on something, okay. Not look prominent. Anyways, speed this up. So he says so. They're shaky. Insufficient Kyle kidding me. Well, thankfully there's a fucking ramp here that I can't. I won't fucking use.
There we go.
Why would you need a fucking mic? Why is this even here? Why is this here? I don't get why this is here. Can you like physically do these though? Just want to get some flesh. Let's see. Oh fuck, I need a speed skeleton. I don't know, I still can do that. I can. I never knew you could do that. I thought you needed a bike. Let me see if you. I feel like you can. That's because I mean, I don't know. I mean, even does have some movie stuff, but I have an all-terrain skill. I don't have a speed skill, so. We just make a save here in case this goes wrong. It doesn't feel like I could if I can. I cannot. Speed skills. somebody else can do this. Fucking kidding me. I have to climb that? You're not fucking kidding me. I need to piss. So what's freaky about this Stranding 2 is that there's pretty much like no set PT site. Like here, like it varies, but in 2 there's no set sign. Like the game is very. It's pretty much it goes by mission basis. Yeah, we're just gonna run out of my bags.
There we go.
Where did you pick the camel, lady?
Yeah.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Okay, here's your fucking samples.
Delivering cargo.
I'm impressed, Sam. Not many people would have even attempted this.
I can see
May I have a
why.
look? Not a scratch on it, and the tar inside is safe and secure. You do not disappoint, my friend.
Oh, now I'm an elite transporter.
Now, connect me to the chiral network. That's where my studies will truly begin.
A grenade launcher?
Thank you. It goes without saying, but I am convinced that the tar is related to the BTs and the Death Stranding. After all, both it and Timefall are the defining features of the post-Stranding ecosystem. Sudden environmental changes such as these invariably lead to the extinction of organisms that fail to adapt. Those that do adapt do so by virtue of enhancers, the regions of DNA that grant successful organisms their advantages. These genetic factors are the key to evolution. But there are genes which have the opposite effect, those which disadvantage organisms.
Yeah.
Extinction factors, as they have been called. These are the seeds of advancement and obsolescence. Such factors may lie dormant within us all, a choice waiting to be made. For every being since the advent of life itself. If so, then ancient proof may hide deep within the tar, evidence of these genetic decisions that may aid us in navigating our current crossroads. In any event, thanks to you, I can now study the composition of the tar in greater detail. I'll make sure to share any interesting results with you later.
Well done, Sam. You furthered our research into the Death Stranding in ways you cannot imagine. Thank you again for bringing me Mama's body, as well as that ammonite. Speaking of which, my analysis of its umbilical cord is proceeding apace. I've been comparing the data against some of our restored archives. Anyway, would you mind returning to my lab? Preparations are finally complete for the chiral relay integration. If you could collect the necessary materials for the restoration work and bring them here, I would be most grateful.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Gotcha!
Stay strong, Sam. We're in your corner. Weapons restrictions lifted.
This sure beats freezing to death.
Construction complete. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Oh wait, since I'm on the chiral network, can't this thing like follow me? I have to use a vault counters here to make this thing. Fuck it, I already got this thing on me.
Thank you for your contribution. Keep on keeping up. Weapons restrictions lifted.
This is my turn or someone else's.
I'm turning over inside my grave. You're waking up to face a brand new day. The thoughts I tried to sway would inside. You're living up to your hollow disguise. The fateful forced its face upon the prize. I'm making excuses for my reprise. I'm helpless and hopeful to remain so. You're reckless and ready to ever go. The silence sent a scream into the cold.
Beginning scan. Weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning bridge weapons restrictions lifted.
Hello! Anybody hear me?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons
Hey,
detected.
Sam.
All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Yeah, sure thing.
There you are.
Delivering cargo.
There you are. Handled with care, I see.
Didn't know she had a kid. She went, no, that's not what I didn't have it. So I didn't have it. It said her and her kid. Her all trained skeleton. That's what I want.
I suppose this isn't the first time, and it probably won't be the last. Can't do it all myself, can I? No one can.
Good work. New order available. Please access. Deploying autonomous delivery bot. Thank you for your contribution.
I think you can do side quests to get the globe to power over. It's not really like you really don't need it. It's more, I mean, could you? You personally don't need it.
Hey there!
There's not really anything needed to do. I mean, you can go always click the whole back, but sometimes you just get it through like never went all these kind of girls. First, let me see.
Okay. Someone's happy.
That was cool. It kind of didn't send me across the lake.
Electricity fire right now.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Because I used to use the power skills from characters, but you can just use the floating character, so you kind of don't even need it, honestly. But I mean, you can always take some more back to it for the games you first time doing this. So I use scan to install yourselves. Let's just save here in case. If this brings me to like another section or like a tornado, I'm just gonna call it because it's already
Thank you, Sam. In reclaiming our past, we've uncovered a number of vital clues. Don't worry, I just got back. We have time. When you met with Mama, you experienced a strong antigen-antibody reaction, correct?
There was a BT in the room.
There was, but something else may have been causing it. I've discovered large quantities of chiral matter in Mama as well. Not just the usual kind that collects on our skin or on our suits. It's in all her cells. cells that are no longer active. The BT you encountered there was special. It was her child, but also her own soul. Somehow, her car and half failed to separate. They must have remained connected through the umbilical cord. It's the only explanation.
Is that why I didn't get a bruise where she touched me?
Yes, and there's more.
10 seconds to cardiac arrest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I modified the log times. Headquarters will have no record of what we say. Look, a message from Dead Man. It came with the umbilical cord.
Sam, I'm sorry. You deserve to know what you were carrying. But I couldn't risk Di Hardman finding out about the case. So I had no choice but to keep it off the books. You've got to keep this between us. We still don't know if the director can be trusted. The umbilical cord was taken from Bridget Strand. I removed it in secret. The cord wasn't attached to a fetus. It was outside her body. She asked me to take care of it. Said it was the key to unlocking the Death Stranding. But she insisted that I never tell the director. The cord shows no sign of decomposition or necrotization. Almost as if it's frozen in time. I thought Hartman might be able to make sense of it, so I had it hidden with your cargo at Mountain Knot City.
Deadman's observations were accurate. It's just like Mama's corpse.
What do you mean?
I mean, they share a very unique property. Both contain large amounts of chiralium in their cells. In other words, the President's cord was somehow connected to the beach, and that allowed it to escape the flow of time. I've put together the bones of a theory. It's patchy, but worth sharing, I think. Life on Earth has been rocked by many extinctions, great and small, including the Big Five. And if you examine the Earth's strata, its history, if you will, you'll find chiralium deposits that can be dated to each. What if the manifestation of beaches and other associated phenomena correspond to extinction-level events?
You mean?
Yes. Our Death Stranding could just be the latest of many. The records and research you helped us to recover strongly suggest that we are in the middle of the 6th extinction.
6th extinction? Come on.
You know what this is, yes?
A frozen mammoth from 10,000 years ago.
Correct. And this?
The Iceman from 5,300 years ago.
They both have the same umbilical cords.
Bullshit.
Humor me. What if the mammoth and the Iceman weren't frozen?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's. I didn't realize.
You're saying time stopped for them just like it did for Mama?
Unfortunately, all these specimens were lost in the Death Stranding, so there's no way to examine the genuine articles, but some fragments of data did survive. With the aid of the chiral network, we may be able to piece together something more concrete using Evo-Devo tech. All right, how's this? A dinosaur from 65.5 million years ago. Umbilical cord, not decomposed.
Only mammals have umbilical cords.
No. Only mammals have umbilical cords used for childbirth. This is something else. Call it a strand from the other side. I propose that mammalian umbilici are a sort of mimesis of the strand that then evolved over time. We shouldn't assume that everything about a Death Stranding is detrimental to life. Trilobites. Ammonites, dinosaurs, the mammoth, the iceman, all preserved as if frozen in time, all, without exception, found with strands, which is to say that all may have been connected to the beach. And this, when viewed in the context of the extinction entity, EE theory, leads me to surmise that organisms with strands are in fact extinction entities. You see, Sam, EEs are connected to the beach via their strands.
I just said out loud.
And it is
this
through
like the
this
strange part wrong.
connection that they somehow bring about a death stranding.
So you're saying Bridget was an extinction entity?
It's far too soon to say anything for certain. And since you burned her body, we may never know.
Higgs said Amelie's an EE, that she doesn't have dooms like the rest of us.
Sam, think. Assume that President Strand was an EE. Isn't it possible that her daughter is too? At the very least, Higgs may hope as much now that the president is unavailable.
So he kidnaps her for EE powers or whatever to cause a mass extinction.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I doubt a single EE is powerful enough to cause a death stranding, assuming Amelie is an EE.
Well, Higgs sure thinks she's got what it takes.
Indeed. And we need to get her back as soon as possible.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Ah, this one is real. Sam, go west.
How do you want me to handle Die Hardman?
With your customary reserve. Nothing good will come of him learning of our suspicions. Whatever else is going on, we still need the chiral network.
Right.
Activating lab security measures. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time, Sam. When you're ready, proceed to the shore of the tar belt and begin work on the chiral relay. Once it's ready, use the Cupid to bring it online. The necessary materials are prepped for you. Supplies are limited, so handle them with care. You'll be carrying a lot, too. All things considered, this might be one of your hardest runs to date. Hartman knows more about the site than I do, so he'll take it from here. It's about time for his wake-up call anyway.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Right. About that way station. The site we have chosen was an original candidate for the way station we lost to the tar belt. Ironically, we suspended construction because we deemed it a little too unstable and not worth the risk. But this time, it's our best shot. So let's hope we weren't right to change horses in midstream. Fortunately for us, the foundation we laid down is still intact. All you have to do is transport the necessary materials to the site and finish the job. I'm afraid it's the only way we can expand the network further west and rescue Amelie. We're counting on you, Sam.
Okay, yeah, I'm not doing it right now. We will do that next time. At least we got like stuff.
Keep on keeping on.
Weapons restrictions Post-Apocalyptic. Your work is greatly appreciated.
I'm not gonna fish reading, that's kind of wild to, you know.
You asleep?
Actually, I don't really need more light, I just need to have PVC. What's this for that?
EX grenade number 0.
Adorable.
This with the grenade launcher, I don't know, look at it. Wouldn't that cause you more problems? Consume some of this.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, I mean, call it right here. That was a nice little stream. Yeah, I forgot that this one. Whenever they're like, it's so really just have a network, it always kind of takes a little bit. Yeah, we're 3 hours, dude. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna call it right there. If you're just tuning in, tomorrow I'll probably be too tired to stream. So I don't know, maybe Tuesday-ish, depending on how I'm feeling. Either Tuesday or fuck Wednesday. I gotta see. Yeah. Eight.